A wonderful good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our Wednesday afternoon session. It's Marcus time, Wednesday, 28th of October, and I want to say welcome and hi, everyone. Today we are going to talk about why and how to use a take profit order, including this following topics. What is a take profit order? Basics of take profit orders, the orders and your personal trading plan, and those real or kind of real examples. So we have a clear look at the charts. I hope you can make sure that you stay until the end of this webinar. When I'll be showing you why using take profit orders will help to minimize your risk, of course. So my name is Markus Gabel. I'm a trader, coach, mentor, speaker, whatever. And of course, I'm your friend. I work with you, and I'm happy to work with Admiral Markets, of course. And yeah, a little bit more than 20 years experience in trading right now. I have my own company. It's a mentorship, a know-how trading service. And of course, I'm a trader at the Asset Management Born Stahlberg and Partner. If you want to have more information, you can have a look at my trading and personality.com homepage. And I hope you will stay with me till the end of this webinar, or maybe the YouTube video later, because I want to ask you a favor today, because this is the day you could help me. But so I hope you will stay till the end of this webinar. In this webinar series, Trading Spotlight, I'm partnering with Admiral Markets, which is a Forex and CFD broker that offers trading about over 8,000 different financial instruments through one of the world's best trading platforms, MetaTrader 5, or you can also use MetaTrader 4, of course. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this on video on YouTube, remember to like this video, give us a like, share it with other traders, and subscribe so you will never miss an episode. So I'm really happy that you share your lifetime with me in this afternoon. Franjo, a wonderful good afternoon, and all the other guys as well. The chat is open. I can see it on the right side of the chart. Please type in whatever is in your mind and your heart, what's crossing your mind. That will give you the chance to ask. And till at the end of this webinar, I will try to answer your question, or maybe it's okay that I give the answer in between of this webinar. I appreciate it a lot that you spent your lifetime with me. This is not a normal thing, because lifetime is very, very precious and really, really worthful. So today we talk about a specific part of trading, kind of take profit order. So let me ask you before, do you use a take profit order in your trading? Is it a kind of your trading plan? So you can type in the chat yes or no. And so I have a little bit of direction where I can focus on. So do you use a take profit order in your own trading style? So please let me know, type in the chat box, yes or no, so then we can talk about it a little bit better. What is my private opinion? Okay, there is a no, there is one yes, another yes, okay, that's great. And my point in this kind of webinars, I wanna open, how should I say, I wanna lead you, I wanna guide you beyond the scenes. As a trader, especially if you are a young trader, you tend to see the obvious things, but this is a little bit, it's not the ultimate truth. It's a confusing, it's a little bit tricky kind of truth if you used to see the obvious things. And it's my job to give you deeper insights in trading and take profit order. We should talk about a little bit, we should go a little bit deeper beyond the scenes of the official things or the obvious things. When Forex traders or traders in general place their orders, the majority of them, they have no idea what the final destination is as far as price goes. And this is, I remember my own trading career, the early stage of my own trading career. I I didn't have any clue what I have to do. Most of the times I knew where is my stop loss. And late, unfortunately, thanks God, not too late, I figured out a kind of strategy. And I always knew where I should place my stop loss. But I was always in trouble when the trade is running and when the trade is working for me, which means I was always in trouble when my trade was in profit. Then I was sweating more in my hands and my forehead, more than the price of when the trade is going against me and is running to stop. Because losing money, I'm talking about the early stage of my trading career. Maybe you feel the same in your current trading career right now. I was used to feel when the trade is going into the loss. At the end, this one, I winked with my shoulders and I said, okay, another loser. But I was always in trouble when the trade was in profit. What should I do? What should I trade? Should I trade the movement? Should I trade the correction? Should I trade the trend? Oh my God, where should I go out? Should I place a pending order? What should I do? And this is always a kind of confusing system. And this is not the best. This is not a good advice to work without target, special target. So this is my mission, to help you to have a view or first glance beyond the scenes, how you can work with proper working target orders. Because most of the people, and you see on the lower side, you see this is the German words, 81% of all small traders lose money with the broker here as well. So why is it? This is one part of it. I don't know what I have to do when my trend or when my trade is in profit. Should I go out? Should I try to stop? What should I do? And this is the mission. This is the point we want to talk to you today in this webinar of Trading Spotlight. So most of the traders, most of the young traders, they have no clue what to do if the trade is working well. Because of this, there is a certain set of situations that dictate whether or not you may want to place a take profit order when trading Forex. Or you can do the same in stocks or futures or whatever, commodities. It's always the same. It's not about only with Forex. So the most common form of a take profit order is a pending take profit order, which means you set a take profit order where you want to exit your trade. At the same time, it's the same, you will set your stop loss order so you know where you want to go out of trading. And it's the same, you want to know to go out in profit. If the trade is working with you and you make a profit, then it's a good thing to set a profit order. So doing this means that if a price moves into profit, to be honest, it's a seldom case most of the time, then your order will be automatically executed and your trade will be excited in profit. So I have a question for you. How many trades went into your profit? And how many trades went in your stop loss? So if you have a look at the last 2 weeks, maybe, or 3 weeks, or last month, how many profit trades did you have, and how many stop or loss trades did you have? So maybe you can type a number, maybe 3 profits, 5 losses. So tell me the truth, the ultimate truth, please. Then I can help you a little bit more with this webinar. How many profit trades did you have in the last 2, 3, 5, 4 weeks of compass? So more loss than winning trades, Ria. Okay, time to think about that, how you can switch it a little bit. But it's not depending from, or it's not regarding to a take profit order. If you lose more than you win, you should check your business plan and you should check your strategy. Is your strategy profitable? So if you have a strategy, if you have a profitable profit factor, so for that. And I know most of us, we have more losses than winning trades. And so I can say, Ria, join the club, of course. So in my early stage today, I have more winning trades than losing trades. Otherwise, I wouldn't be a good teacher, of course. So we can see this one. No, this one. This is the. Let me show you. If you open in Admiral Markets, the MetaTrader, you can open new trade, new order, and here we go on the right side. So you can see here, there you can place your take profit order. And of course, you should use it, that you know where you have to go out. I will explain a little bit more carefully with one of the next slides. But this is basically how you can set your take profit order in MetaTrader 5. 5 and 4 as well. So the same time as entering your trade, you could set the price level you wanted to take your profit, or you can say you take your money out from the desk, and elsewhere you wanted to have your stop loss. And this is, guys, this is a kind of a trading plan that before you start your trade, everything must be really, really clear. And I know, if I remember my own trading career, in the first years, I didn't have any kind of clue what I have to do. I didn't have a plan. And by that reason, during the trade we are running, I always were confusing. Oh my God, what should I do? Okay, if the trade we're running into the stop, everything was okay because I used to do this. So, but the problem is, what is if the price of the trend is working for me and the price is in my profit? And if you miss such a plan, you will always be confused. And in this mental stage of confusing, how do you feel? What is this emotion? What drives you if you feel confused? Is it a kind of fear? So maybe type it in the chat box. What do you feel if you feel confused? Is this fear, or is it kind of uncertainty? Do you feel unsure, unprotected? What is it? How do you feel if you are confused in trading? So if I think about my trading, if I was confused, unsure, uncertain, yes, that's the point. Thanks, guys, for your answers. I love to have this kind of communication. It's a little bit more exciting for this video because I'm not the entertainer. I wanna discuss with you because I want that you learn something. Of course, this is more important because I'm not the important guy here. You are the VIP here in this webinar, of course. So. And you cannot, how can I explain it? I guess this is a really interesting and really important thing, that the moment you feel uncertainty, if you feel this kind of uncertainty, if you feel unsure, how will you make clear decisions? So you can compare it with your life. If you feel uncertain, if you feel unsure, if you are in trouble, if you are feeling confused, how will you make clear decisions? You cannot. The problem is our minds, our brain is not made for working on two equally how should I say, places at the same time. I have to translate just the word that I can explain it. Construction places. Our mind and our brain, doesn't matter if you're a woman or if you're a man, our brain is not able, that's scientifically proven, of course, you can Google it if you want. Our mind is not made to work with the same power at the same time on two construction places at the same time. It's not possible. The biggest construction place, the biggest problem, which is in your mind, there goes the most power, the most energy from your mind, from your brain. You know, your brain works with energy. That's lines of energy in your brain. They're connected to each other with thousands and thousands of spots in your mind. And the energy goes always at that construction place in your mind where you feel more trouble. So this is you can compare, it's an interesting example, of course. If you have trouble with your husband, or if you have trouble with your girlfriend or your wife, then try to trade. It's not possible. You can do it, but you are not concentrated. You cannot focus if you have trouble in your marriage, or if you're or in other kind of relationships. If you have stress in another place or in another spot in your life, it's not possible to trade properly. And the same if you are in financial disaster, if you are in uh, um, financial trouble, it's not possible. Based on our building of the foundation of our brain, it is not possible to trade properly. So now, if you have an open trade and you feel unsure and you feel uncertain, it's not possible to make clear decisions because you are always captured in emotionally moves. And this is the background. This is the deeper knowledge why you should have. And I would say it's a must. It's a must to have a plan, a clear, piece by piece. Every single decision must be made before you start your trade. It makes no sense to think about it. Oh my God, what should I do with the trade right now? No, everything must be clear before you start this trade. Okay, once the trade is started, you can fix something or you can make a kind of adjustment, but everything must be basically clear before you trade the start. And as I said, once the trade started, you can adjust some profit levels. If you see, okay, there's a lot of power, maybe it's a lot of power in the big picture. So for example, you trade in 5-minute chart and the price comes close to your target, and you could see, okay, in hourly chart, oh, there's a lot of space to another resist or support or something else, and you can give a little bit more space, but no loss anymore. So this is a kind of adjustment you can make during the trade, but only if you can see your target were hit already. Then you can make a little bit adjustment. But basically, the direction, the target must be clear before you trade, before you start with your trade. Because this is the deeper sense of it means using those kind of profit orders will help you to minimize your risk and make sure you can have this kind of profit even when you are not watching the market and if you're not sitting in front of your screens. So I can share my story of trading. That was my profit because I have a normal day-by-day job, of course. I was working in an electricity market, and when I trade at the same time and I had no stop, stupid thing, or I had no target in my trade, I knew all my trades. I was always remember, oh my God, what's doing the market right now? But I had to focus on my daily job. And it was not possible, as I explained to you already, for your mind. Your mind is not made to work at the same time, at same construction places. It's not possible. With the same power, of course not. Yes, my stop loss cost more than my take profits. Ria, I understand you. And this is why I always used to say, if you want to trade if you want to trade if you want to be a successful trader and you want to become really successful, you should take a teacher. But let me say this one. No teacher works for nothing. Even me. If you book any coach around the world, you have to pay for it. But on the long run, it is always it's most of the times cheaper to invest in your education and to invest in your coach than paid to the market by try and error. You lose so much money by try and error due to time. And you take this money, stop trading, give an education, give it to a coach that he can educate you, and then you're on the right track. Because you would learn the same way in a language. For example, I'm a German guy and I try to speak English. But I had a teacher, and today some of my English-speaking clients teach me furthermore, and this is really fine. But you have to learn it. You have to pay for that. But it's cheaper to pay a coach or a mentor, whatever, than to try and to pay it to the market by try and error. Never forget this. And if you say your stop losses cost you more than to take profits, then you have to think about the strategy. Then your strategy doesn't work properly. So in the case you have a strategy, this is of course a kind of business plan. So the take profit order will help you to feel more comfortable, to feel more silent and calm while you're doing your daily job or while you care for your family, for your kids, for your husband, or for yourself. Maybe you go out with your friends, you have a dinner, something else, and it's not funny to sit with your family on a dinner desk, and you have to think about all your trades all the time. I did it. And should I tell you the truth? I lost my family. And this is not funny. This is not funny. Why did I lose them? At a special time, I had my laptop on the desk while we eating dinner. And I was focused on my damned trades while I had dinner with my family. And once a time my wife said, "You're an asshole. I cannot live with you anymore. It's not fine." So they were gone. And I lost my family. So stop it. If you do it in that way, stop it. It brings you to nowhere. At the end, you will be alone. And this is not the sense of successful trading. Successful trading should bring you happiness in your life, calm, inner freedom, freedom in your inner center, finding freedom, finding financial freedom, happiness. That should trading be with you. And if you're not on track right now, ask someone who is already there where you want to go. Just by the way, a little bit deeper insights about trading based on my own story. Was not funny, of course not. So one of the most common reasons to take place a profit order is that you expect the market to put a fight against your position at a certain area. So you can see it in the chart. So for example, if you see anywhere in the chart a massive resistance area up ahead on your way, then maybe it's a really good thing to place your target order exactly there. But yes, that's what I want to tell you. When you can clearly identify this, you may want to put a take profit order in this special area. But I have to clarify a little bit with you. True story. What can you repeat in your trading? What do you think? What is repeatable in your trading style? Think about this. What is the only thing you can repeat and repeat and repeat all the time in your trading? What do you think? Type it in the chat box. What do you think? What can you repeat in your trading? I'll help you. The entry or the exit? What can you repeat? What do you know before you start your trade? Only your entry. I can explain. Your entry is based on a strategy, and I hope you have a strategy. Your entry is based on a special strategy which must be based on rules. If then, if I have a trend, if I have a young trend, if I have a correction phase, if I have a balanced candle, a reversal bar, if I can see the price bounces in the correction phase, then I can open my trade. This is the only thing you can make repeatable. This is the only thing. So, and now let's imagine you realize anywhere in your chart a special area where you place your take profit order. Imagine in your mind, okay, in best case, the price runs exactly in your target and you are happy and you feel happy and you said, yes, I made everything right. Okay, now imagine, no, it's not 3 times. No, let's listen to me. Now imagine you reached your target. And now the next day, you looked again at the chart and then you see, oh my goodness, the price moves so far away. It goes on and on and on, and it was a big mistake to take my place order, to place my take order, to set my take profit order there. There was so much more money in it. So what do you think right now? Was it a mistake? How do you feel? How do you feel? Do you feel still happy about your profit? Or do you feel a little bit angry because you lose money because you got out of the market? How do you feel? And now you make a decision. Not really happy. Exactly. You don't feel happy anymore because you can see the price goes up and up and up and up, and I'm not in, I'm out. I miss so many pips because I had a profit order. So now you make a decision. I know it. You make a decision and you said, next time I give it more space. If I see the same situation, I give it more space. Okay, next time, same signal, you get in, and now you set your profit order far away, maybe at the over next support. Okay. Your target reach your original target, which you had normally in the trade before, and then the price dropped down and stopped you out. What do you think right now? Do you feel anger because you give it too much space? How do you feel right now? And what kind of decision do you want to make now? Now you think, damn it, the first time it was better. I will set my target order again like the first time. So you see, you can continue with this kind of story. You can continue. Therefore, this stupid formula like RRR, risk reward ratio, is stupid. It's absolutely stupid because the only figure you can count before you start a trade is your risk. Okay, it makes sense to have a target which you can earn more than your risk, of course, but every successful strategy basically has a profitable risk reward ratio, every strategy. But to make a decision about the risk reward ratio, that's stupid, because that would be meaning you have a crystal ball and you know what will happen with this trade. It makes no sense. You need a target, and of course you need to earn more than your risk, but to make a decision and you said next time, okay, next time I will give more space. That's stupid, because the only thing you can repeat is only your entry, but never your exit. It's the same, you trail your stop. And maybe you trail your stop to save your profits, and the price drops down and take you out of that trade, and you see, oh, thanks God, it was a profit. Small profit, but no loss anymore. So next day, you watch the chart again and you see, damn it, the price moved, stopped me out, moved, and then it goes so much further. Next time, I don't trail my stop. Believe me, I did this stupid behavior for years and years and years. Because next time you decide, okay, this time I don't trail my stop. But this time you get stopped out in the deep, deep loss. What kind of decision do you make this time? This time you said, damn it, should I trail my stop next time? Believe it, this is a never-ending story. So make a decision and make your plan before you open the trade, before, and you don't feel confused all the time. Believe me, my own stories and stories. Can I place a trailing stop if I'm in winning? Yes, of course. But you should have it as a plan before you start the trade. And don't judge yourself if you get out. It makes no sense to make a different decision next time, because by the reason you were stopped out this time, it makes no sense. You need a plan and you have to follow your plan all the time. So it's the same in your normal job. In the case you have a job, you go to your daily job and you do always every day the same. Imagine you go to your job and you would say to your manager, no, today I'd make different things. And tomorrow you come and say, no, dear manager, today I make completely different things. I make it completely different to compare it to 2 days ago. What will your manager say to you? Go home. I don't need you anymore. And that's in trading the same. You need a plan you can follow all the time. Believe me, that's really, really important. Mark Twain says, if you don't know where you're going, you will end up somewhere else. And this is what's in trading happens if you trade without a plan. And one of the biggest determining factors of whether or not you might place one of these orders is if you are trading with the overall trend or against it. You need to have a view at the big chart, at the big picture. And if you are trading with a long-term trend, a take profit order may not be wise, as it will possibly cut profits before the move is over. It makes no sense to cut your profits if you see you work with the big guys. Why should you cut your profit if the move is going on? But for that, ladies and gentlemen, you have to keep this one, not 5-minute chart, not hourly chart. Open your mind, give it more history, that you can see where is the tanker or the tanker is going on, not your speedboat. Speedboat doesn't matter. You have to have a look for the big tanker. So in fact, when you trade with the trend, the wisest choice is to let the trade run as far as you can and trail your stop, trail your stop, trail your stop. But this is a kind of plan you can follow, and the plan must be clear before you start the trade. And if you're taking profits at a particular level, you're prohibiting the trade's full potential. For that, you always need to have the view for the big picture. Quick reminder, ladies and gentlemen, you are a part of the order book. No one knows you. You're on the right side of the chart. The market doesn't know you. You are among of millions and millions of traders around the world. And every single trader has its own view and opinion and awareness of the market. One single guy, one single trader, like you and me, we are not important. Follow the big tanker. Follow a plan. Trading without a plan will never lead you to success. Real success means focus on priorities, focus on structure, plan. This is what successful trading means. If you are trading against the trend, maybe you trade the correction, which is completely allowed if you know what you do. Take brave profit order, makes perfect sense at the prevailing trends, tends to hold up over time because you know you trade the correction. Because of this, you might face extra resistance against your position when approaching these areas. And it's a simple matter of the full force and weight of the market working against you. So when trading against the trend, you're better off to take your profits and get out while ahead, as trends tend to last for years in the forex markets and moves can subtly happen in their favor or previous trend direction. So, and when taking a place, when placing a take profit order, it's clear you are limiting the potential returns on your trade. There is no real way around that. And as such, it is something you need to think about. You cannot repeat your success. You cannot repeat how much money you get from the market. This is nothing you can predict before. Not with risk-reward ratio. That's a stupid mistake. That's a rumor and not proven. Of course not. Think it through. The only point you can calculate before is just only your risk, but never how much money you can get from the market. And believe me, you will make it always wrong. This time it's fine, next time it's bullshit. Next time it's bullshit, next time it's fine. The only thing you can repeat, just only the entry, because your entry is based on probabilities, on strategies, on rules. When you are trading with the overall trend or the overall move, you owe it to yourself to allow the trade to develop over the long haul. By keeping this in the back of your mind, you will find that you should be able to stay on the right side of the fence when it comes to these orders. What do you think? Should we take a view? Should we take a first glance at the charts so I can explain a little bit better? So look at this one. So you have more chances. For example, you see, okay, whatever, you want to go up, you want to go long or you're short, have a look at the big picture. Where are the big resistances? Where are the big resistances or supports? Here we go, for example. So you can see it in the history. Where are the big supports or resists? For example, just an example how you can work. Where are the big supports? Where are you? have to realize it before. So look at this one. Oh, maybe on the lower side. Here we go. So now you see you can figure out where could be your target. So in the case you want to go short, for example, we're always on the right side of the chart. So you see, oh, there was a big support here on the lower side, or maybe here. So That's the big history in this chart. So maybe you can go up and you can see the daily chart. Oh, damn it. So much more space to the lower side. So there was the biggest, the lowest low, of course. So, but let's keep it simple for the first step. And now you can scroll in, and now you can see, okay, in the case you work like the huge money, like the pros, then you see, okay, let's trade with the trend, for example. So we have a trend maybe there, and then here we go. So, and then here comes the correction. So as we can see, there were no buyers there anymore here. So, and now we make the decision. So we can see it. Okay, so we can see it, for example, that's the right side of the chart. Now we are here, for example, right side of the chart. That's maybe, imagine it's the current situation. And now you can see, okay, where should I place my take profit order? Okay, I have more options. If I work with the trend, if I have a young trend, or if I work against the trend. So for that, I need more history. So you see, oh, okay, I think actually I work with the trend, with the big trend. Okay, now you can scroll in again, and now you can make decision and you say, okay, that's cool. That's really cool. Okay, maybe there could be a wonderful target on the lower side. Maybe. So then you get in your, maybe here, you set a pending order, you want to go in here on the right side, and you set your stop orders above the last point, above that correction point, because you know if the price goes up and we have a close above the last, this last point 3, the last correction point, then the trend is broken and the trading idea is not valid anymore. So now you can see, okay, my trade or my target is below. So now everything is fine. You don't have to do anything anymore. Let the market decide how much money you will get. Let the market decide. Let the market decide how much money you will get again and again. So now the trade is going on and going on. You see, first target were hit. And you see, trend continuation, damn, it is always more likely than a trend break. So next correction. And then the price, oh my goodness. You see, we are on track. But what was fine, we made the decision before. There were no guessing during this time of trade. So now imagine you would trade the correction. By the way, no smart guy trades the correction. Huge guys, pros are always with the trend. Just a deep secret for you. But in the case you think you are smarter than the market, maybe it could be, then you can trade, of course, you can trade the correction, which means you trade the correction here up. So in the case you do that, of course, yeah, your stop loss is clear below the last low. Of course, there should be your stop loss, and your target maybe could be placed at the ends of the last, maybe here roundabout, the last support or resist here. So just in, out, move away. That's a quick, really, really quick trade. So, or you are a really good pro, then you can work with the price, ladies and gentlemen. And then you know, okay, I have a special target. It's always my point of control, because you know I work with the price. And now it's really clear. I trade from expensive to normal, or I let the trade run, of course. If you see the price drops sharply down, trail your stop. but the target should be basically clear. Then you can adjust your target. For example, this is what really smart guys are doing in the market. So this was one or two examples how you can work with take profit orders. It's a part, guys, it's a part of your trading plan. It must be a part of your trading plan. So when Forex traders place their trades, you know, the majority of them have no idea what they have to do in the market. But trading with take profit orders will help you to minimize your risk. And one of the most common reasons to place the take profit orders that you expect the market will stop at a special area. So, but all the best thing is always if you're trading with the overall trends, because then you can give the market the responsibility how much money you will get. Believe me, I'm engaged in trading since 20 years right now. And I can give you this one promise. If you follow those plans from Jens, Paul, and myself, you will make money on a long run. You learn to handle your stops. You learn to trade by strategy. But please think about it. Invest in your education. Stop try and error in the market. Too expensive, and you lose a lot of lifetime. I don't want to leave you behind after this webinar, so I invite you. Before you go, I want to ask you a favor. So, of course, it's a German site, guys, but I want to ask you this favor. So, I'm nominated as for the Black Bull Award 2020 as Trader of the Year in Germany, of course, in Europe. I was really excited, guys, and I'm really happy. I appreciate it a lot. And now I need your help. I know this is a German site, but we can switch it to English as well. I want to please you, and I want to ask you this favor. Please give us our vote. You don't have to vote for me. You see, there are a lot of guys. If you think another one is better than me, it's fine. It's not the topic. I appreciate it a lot if you give me here, Markus Gabel, if you give me your votes. But most important thing, you type in your surname and then your email. You get an email. Please confirm this email. Then your vote is counted, which means for every confirmed votes, the company spends €1 to our German Heart Foundation. They care for youth and kids with huge born heart mistakes and heart attacks and heart problems. And they spend €1. My lovely host give you this link in the chat, and this is what I will ask you for the favor. Please give us our vote. Choose whatever you want. You can. This is my mentor, of course, Michael Vogt. This is my mentor. We have lovely guys there. Give me your vote. I really appreciate it a lot. But please give us our vote. You do really good things for that. And I make a promise. If I win this contest, I spend a huge amount from my own pocket for this German Heart Foundation. Thanks a lot. This is, I ask you this favor for today. Thanks a lot, ladies and gentlemen. And now I will welcome you to our Trading Spotlight community on tradersyard.com. The only requirement, open a real account on Admiral Markets, put some deposit on it, and then you are really on the right side. And follow us on YouTube, of course, and then you will never miss any episode. On Friday, my lovely congenius partner Jens Klatt is talking about US election 2020. Will it affect US dollar with the following topics? What happened around the Corona peak and something else on Friday, this week on Friday. I hope you will join this webinar as well. Give us your lifetime. Maybe give us our vote if you want. And yes, I want to say thank you again. Thank you again for your lifetime. I hope you learned a little bit in this webinar. And if you have any questions, come up to us, Trading Spotlight community. We are here for you. And yes, with this in our mind, We will see each other next week, Wednesday afternoon again with the next topic. And I say, thank you, thank you, thank you. Be careful about your thoughts. You know, they're the beginning of your actions. See you. Bye-bye.